Alright, well, off screen I went ahead and leveled up everybody, and just one thing, if you're gonna do any grinding here, these enemies don't respawn unless you actually leave Moleville, so if you plan on doing that, just remember you gotta actually leave to get any of them to respawn. Well, let's just heal up, and off to the boss. Try not... Yeah. He can actually knock you back. So, knock you back to the last screen, so that could be kind of irritating. And those bob-ombs we saw, those will trigger bob-omb battles. If you run into them, just like regular enemies. Oddly enough, for a boss that has a star piece, he doesn't actually work for Smithy. The only boss with a star piece that doesn't work for Smithy. We haven't shown Geno Boost yet, but might as well do it now. Yeah, you press Y just before the arrows disappear. It's pretty generous with them too. With the timing, anyway. Got Shocker off screen, so we'll show that off. Yeah, you're supposed to... It has timing like the attacks and the jump. It can be kind of tricky because of how fast it is. Anyway. Might as well boost everybody up. Those are called the mini bob-ombs. Yes, and he progressively gets stronger and stronger bob-ombs to defend him. Overall, he's not too bad. They don't block you from actually hitting him, though. He's gonna upgrade the bob-ombs again. Yeah, we got Super Flame, but this one also, it does better than Fire Orb. Unfortunately, it still only hits one enemy. So, we're just gonna keep hitting Punchinello. He doesn't have any real weakness. He's resistant to jump and the different status effects. Enough to take out these guys. What do they call them? Mesobombs. I'll have the names of the little ones on the description, though. I think they're called mini-bombs. And we beat him. He's not too bad. Takes himself out. Oh no! They're a little ashen, but otherwise just fine. Basically just open up the passage. And there's the star. here the star even cleans them up. So, that's awful nice. We don't have an old blackface Mario running around. Now we got 3. Only 4 more to go. I don't believe any enemies will now appear. But the reason we came in here, to get little Dinah. I think we went kind of quick. I guess I gotta rush this, so you probably didn't catch her name. But yeah, she's the one that was trapped in here. The reason we came in. Just to tell you how, yeah, this little mini game is gonna work. A or Y to break, B to jump, mushrooms, that'll give you a boost. Yeah. Sort of like the cookies in the Boshi race. Yeah, she just said this is gonna be fun. This game isn't hard, it's just, yeah. You may not want to do it fast the first time, just because you could come back and do it, so if you do a slower time, you could obviously beat your previous time more easily, so you get coins out of it too. I don't think you really get any items though. Oh, yeah, even if you fall off, you just get knocked back on the track, so yeah, this is not very tough. Yeah, my practice run, I went ahead and did breaks the whole way, but I can get coins out to keep you guys from getting too bored, and yeah, I'm not gonna hold the brakes the whole way. I probably won't be coming back to do this again, though. You don't really need to come back, it's mostly just to make coins. Yeah, and in this next part, you could actually, those coins will actually count to your total. They're not like Midas River where they only count here. They actually add to your total number of coins. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh well. We got plenty of money. Tight turner. The tight turn's pretty slow, otherwise you'll get knocked right off. Yeah, you may have noticed some of the... I haven't been taking some of the alternate paths, but yeah, when you get to... Not that one, but that one we could turn left, but whatever. All you have to do is just hit the control pad left or right, depending on which direction it is. There you go. That's what the boost looks like. Doesn't really look too different, but you just go fast. I forget if they reappear the next time you do this race, whether they're just permanently gone once you collect them. Not much else to say about this. We're actually coming near the end, though. And that's that. We have now saved Dinah and collected a star piece. They're talking like typical blue-collar talk, I guess. That's what they're supposed to be. Yeah, settle down. Oh, that's right. She has her baby brother with her. Everything. Seeing them again. Get it? Dinah and Might. Yes, it's hilarious. It's hilarious, isn't it? Oh yeah, we gotta find Toadstool yet. From the sky be? These sort of shy guy wannabes. A few new things opened up now. Yeah, this is the point store. It has its own. Yeah, the points are like their own system of currencies. Yeah, you give her items over there, and mostly just mushrooms and syrups, and you'll get different amounts of points. And when you get 100, you can get one of these items, the Fright Bomb. That of course will affect the target with fear. I hadn't mentioned fear, even though one of the big boos hit me with it when I was in Kiro Sewers, but that will reduce your attack and defense by about half. Unfortunately, you're probably going to want to, since you want to use it on bosses, a lot of bosses are actually resistant to fear, so this is really more of like, almost just like a regular non-elemental attack. So I guess unless you're dealing with a really tough one, it's not very important. And elemental, I haven't laid this out quite the elements, but it's the closest thing they have to elements in this game are types of attacks that enemies are either weak to or have special resistance to. I mean, other than the status. There's jump, which of course Mario can do. He'll end up getting 3 different jump attacks. There's fire type, like the fire orb. There is thunder, like Malo's Thunderbolt, and ice. There's fire. This'll hit everybody with fire. Only Mario, the only special Mario gets that can hit everybody is his last one, and that has a lot of FP, so Fire Bomb could be pretty useful, but especially Ice Bomb. Malo's the only one that gets any ice attack at all. That's actually his next one. But I don't really like it, and I'll explain when we get it why. But this is probably going to be the one if I ever come back. Well, I will come back, but when I come back to get bombs, this is probably the one I want. There's a number of enemies vulnerable to ice. Alright. Yeah, she's talking about the... Up on top, what I said is going to be dug out. It's already dug out now. We'll go up there in a minute. Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah, you don't get the menu like a regular store. Sure. probably won't be using pure waters. We're gonna fight some undead enemies later, but that's gonna be a little while from now. Let's go with Ice Bomb. I think we have get rid of a pick-me-up. Alright. Yeah, we only really need 3. Okay. Does she say anything good? She just mentions the trolley. Yeah, and see, you got the hole where you came in at. Yeah, that's the time we just did, and whenever you beat the record, he'll update the time that you did. Yes, like the Midas River course, you have to pay to do it again. There's really no reason to do it again unless you're just going to get coins, so we're not going to do it for now. However, there's also a little sequence we can go and do. I believe it's in here. Yeah. It's like a little trading sequence you can go through here. Yeah, we got the coins. She, her per 10 store. Sure. Give us a shiny stone. Have some fireworks, kid. Try not to blow your hand off. Alright. Okay, the next part is in here. Yeah. Yeah, this is the guy that was only out for money. Get some interesting things here. Lucky Jewel. This lets you just play the lucky game if you use it in battle. You can use it up to 10 times, but since I don't like the lucky thing anyway, there's no point in getting it. I don't think the other item lady actually sells anything new, though. Yeah, it gives a caramel cookie. Actually, I think you actually can use the caramel cookie. Yeah. Oh, no, you can't. Okay, they're just for this trading sequence. Sure thing. Whoops, I must have dropped it. Yeah, this little bit, if you jump in here, you can go ahead and do the Midas River course again, but there's really not a lot of point in doing that unless you want to get more frog points, so we're gonna skip that. We're gonna move along. Yeah, I didn't realize it till I was looking at the map for this next part. I actually missed something up here. There's a character that was going to show up a little later there. Yeah, we'll have to come back. Yeah, I forgot that. Anyway, there's some stuff to come back here for. Fortunately, I don't believe we'll ever have to actually race again, which is great. Probably remember how much I love the race. Moving on to Booster Pass. Yeah, that's what some of the... If you stuck around Moleville and talked to some of the people, they talk about the... Yeah, there's a princess from the sky that Booster's got, and yada yada yada. That's... It's Toadstool. Just make it simple. Yeah, there's a path that's gonna appear, like, right here later, but that's a switch we hit in the next area. I'll mention it when we find it. While we're here, get the new spiky palette swap, the Spikester, and we also get the Carroboscis. too bad. Yeah, this is the first time we can actually hit the guys that are dropping enemies. Ah. Actually run into them. The Lakitus. Oh, I missed him. Yeah, the timing can be kind of irritating with the finger shot. Yeah, more magic. That's great. Oh, I forgot. He's invulnerable. More magic. Their magic hits pretty hard. I think they have about 135 HP. Yeah, we're gonna be having to use those bin mushrooms. Not much. Oh, there is. I thought there was. Showed it on the map. Not sure what that was about. I think these will appear with the Spikester sometimes too, but I believe once you fight these one time, you don't... Yeah, these don't appear again once you fight them. Like, even if you come back. Where's the thing? Yeah, that's the other one. Rock candy. That will... Yeah, that's just a general attack on all enemies. Okay, this one actually had a flower. And that's that for them. Booster Tower! I wanted to go ahead and start it. Good times. What are you doing here? That's right. He's gonna be joining you. Now I believe they're gonna explain. Have 3 in your party at a given time. You can't switch out Mario, though. Yeah. However, the next bit's pretty long, so I'm gonna say that for the next part. Later.